Hi, I'm Katrina Hawking, and I work for the ALS Association Evergreen Chapter.
Hi, I'm Robert Hawking. My father had ALS.
The ALS Association Evergreen Chapter provides care and equipment for families living with ALS in Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Alaska. And gifts from individual donors like you are what make these services possible.
So welcome to our American Summer Celebration wine tasting.
We just passed our Silver Lining Gala on May the 22nd, and it was a huge success. So I would like to reach out and thank everyone who attended, everyone who donated, and everyone who volunteered to make that event so successful in support of the ALS Association Evergreen Chapter.
So in this tasting we're going to be covering some wines from small wineries in America, and the theme of celebration and summer. As people in America are getting vaccinated, people are beginning to be able to meet, and there's people that want to do some celebrations. Encourage everybody though to keep an eye on what the current guidance and regulations are in your area, and if you haven't been vaccinated yet, now's a great time to get vaccinated.
So what's our first wine, Robert? I'm looking forward to celebrating.
So I got these wines from small wineries. Apart from one of them, actually directly from the winery by going to their website. And so our first wine is from Coiled Winery in Idaho. They have I think a tasting room and a bar in the Boise area.
Boise, really?
Yeah, and so this is Riza 2018, and it's a sparkling wine. But I was a little bit surprised because I said I got it from. I only actually opened the box a couple of days ago because it'd been sitting, and then I was surprised to see that this is actually a cap top. So it says it's a Method Champenoise wine. So I'm not used to seeing Method Champenoise with a cap top. So it's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. So
Yeah.
Champagne with a cap top. Well, while we're on the subject, so this one came from Boise.
Yes.
And while I'm going to give a shout out to everyone in the Boise area who are preparing for the Treasure Valley ride, bike ride in support of the association. And while I'm calling them out, I have to mention that Snohomish has their ride coming up as well.
So the other interesting thing about it is it's got the colour is a little bit yellowish greenish.
It's greenish, yeah. No, I'm super excited
So I think that's
about
the
this
Riesling.
one.
So yeah, I really don't know what this one's going to be like.
Huh. Well, while we're talking about summer celebrations, I want to mention a celebration that we just had. And that's Lou Gehrig's Day. I'll be talking about that a little bit more.
Oh, that's
Wow, that is super exciting.
Yeah. It's in many ways a sort of classic Method Champenoise taste, but then there's these Riesling aromatic tones. It's off dry, isn't it?
It's not completely dry, it's off dry,
yeah.
but it's got some nice herbal and floral in it, do you think?
Yeah. So this is the actually the order that we're kind of doing our wines is a bit more celebration in summer in America, and this would be a good celebration wine, isn't it?
So, this is good. I would love to celebrate with this wine, and we have so much to celebrate. I really want to call out Lou Gehrig's Day. That was on the 4th of June, and we had such a terrific time with this, and I'd like to thank the Seattle Mariners, T-Mobile, who hosted the event, and Major League Baseball for making Lou Gehrig's Day possible. One of our board members, Valerie O'Mara, threw out the first pitch at the Mariners game, and we had great social media coming in from all across the country as people with ALS were throwing out the first pitches and celebrating with their friends and families, and it was just a really special day. So thank you for everyone who made Lou Gehrig's Day possible.
So just one thing, as I got these wines from the wineries, I thought it was also end up going around there, looking at their websites, and so now we get to celebrate the proprietors of these various places. So Leslie Preston founded this winery. Actually, all the wineries are fairly recent finding.
Well, cheers, Leslie. We're really enjoying this one.
So, okay. Moving on to the our second one. Our second wine is a rosé, and I think Katrina at one point had somebody respond about one of these wine tastings, saying that I needed to give you more sparkling wine and rosé.
Yes, I think that there are a lot of ladies across the chapter who have requested more sparkling wines and rosés, and indeed one of my coworkers was suggesting that perhaps Robert should run an advice column for wines where people could write in about their wine problems. And Robert could respond to those. I don't know what you think about that idea, Robert.
Not quite sure about that. So this one I didn't actually manage to get it directly from the winery. We were actually thinking, because it's a Washington one. We were thinking we might manage to go to a tasting there last week, but we didn't quite make it. So actually, I got this one at Total Wine. So I think it's a bit more of a. It's going to be one of the easier ones to find. It's Lauren Ashton Cellars 2020 Rosé. The owner there is by the name of Kit Singh. Interesting enough, he's also a dentist.
Wow! So it's pretty light for a rosé, light in color for a rosé.
So it's a Grenache Mourvèdre blend, which is a sort of classic Provence rosé blend.
So I'm noticing a problem right away with this one, which is that you didn't really give me enough in my glass.
Yes, well, it's a very classic rosé taste as well. Light, goes down easily. Very much something that you can take advantage of in the summer.
It's got a light floral. It's not overpowering. It does have a slight floral flavor to it, but I could really enjoy this at a summer celebration, a small summer celebration, because I wouldn't want to share it with too many people. But this is delicious. Where was this one from, Robert?
This is from Lauren Ashton Cellars. They're in Woodinville, Washington.
Lauren Ashton Cellars. Well, cheers, Lauren. Thank you.
Well,
for
so
this
the proprietor is named Kit Singh.
Oh.
So the Lauren Ashton is he did it by combining the names of his children.
Oh, that's a nice tribute to your kids.
Yes.
Well, it's beautiful rosé. So the next events that we have coming up in the chapter are walks. And like last year, these are going to be walks in your neighborhood. It has been very challenging to run events during 2020, and now into 2021 we're facing some of those same challenges. And we have relied like never before on our amazing team captains. So I'd really like to call them out. If you've been a team captain, thank you so much. And we are counting on your support again this year for the walk season. And if you have never been a team captain before, please do get in touch with the chapter. We can give you all of the support you need to put your team together and to do a walk. The walks are a really fun way to support the chapter and bring in the funds that we need to continue our necessary services that we provide. What do we have coming up here?
So
Robert?
our final wine, it's Zinfandel by Paul Charles, and I actually have had this wine before, but it was the previous vintage, and I quite like that because it was a little bit more elegant and restrained than sometimes Zinfandels are. So
And this one is quite a departure. The other two are in these sort of fun summery bottles. This one kind of looks like getting your passport.
Well, the label is passport. That's the name of it, and so they have a passport like thing, and it says it's Paul Charles Travel Wines. They say that they got into as part of starting doing wine. They did some traveling, and from learning from that, they helped them understand how they wanted to do their wines.
Well, that's an exciting way of getting into it. I would like to do some wine traveling. Maybe we have that coming up as things start returning to. Maybe next year. I think this is going to be another stick to home year, but maybe next year. What do you think?
So it's got a ruby colour, a bright nose.
Oh, it's got a really saline and beachy kind of
I think that's
nose to it.
There's I think cherry, and there's quite a round taste to it. I think oak. I think, but so I think this will go well if you're having barbecue.
Exactly, I was thinking
This
barbecue celebration.
It'll stand up if you have a slightly sweetish sauce on the barbecue. It would stand up to that. So if you're doing a barbecue for Juneteenth or for July 4th, this may be this one. So this is 2018 vintage.
Yeah, I would like to have a glass of this down at the beach, down by the seashore. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the summer.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the ALS Association Evergreen chapter. We've had some great celebrations like our gala and Lou Gehrig's Day, and we are looking forward to more celebrations coming up. Remember to stay safe as you celebrate.
Thank you for joining us.
Cheers!